This is the first video in the new studio. Round of applause. Thank you. Thank you so much. Been a long time coming.
A long time coming. It's just welcome.
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 Welcome, welcome.
Welcome. A creative agency, man.
Yes. Period.
We're here.
Yeah, we're here. All right. So the first topic in the brand new studio is learning from the weaknesses of your opponents and how to capitalize off of it. That was something you taught me very, very early on. Just the idea of reviewing your market and seeing what's out there already and just adapting off of that, because not in like a malicious way or anything, but like when I was coming up in like photography and stuff, when I was like first getting started, like seriously, you like told me to like study like your Rob Lorenzos or your B Visions or your Gnarly Designs or people like that who are really killing it in the field, and to just see what you can learn from them and put it into your own story. You get what I'm saying?
Friendly competition is a thing that people just push to the side. You know, I think nowadays everybody's an entrepreneur. Everybody is in some sort of field to where they feel uncomfortable if they studying somebody and they may have to study somebody's loophole or where they're not good at. That's the whole purpose of getting into business. Now, some people may have different intentions of getting in business. Some people may just want to have a secure business. Some people may want to be the best in their business. Some people just want to stay afloat. However, me personally, I'm studying different markets. I'm studying different people who are in my field, such as credit repair and those sorts of other things. But the problem is, when you study people, you're going to get people that take it wrong. So meaning that you may notice that photographer that you're up against only posts one or two times a day and has content for years to come. Now, is he right or wrong for doing that? No. But at the same time, you know, okay, he doesn't post as much. I may be able to win some of a different market if I post 4 to 6 times a day. And now more people are able to see my content and my work to see I'm a better photographer or in a certain field or a certain area that he may not be in. So market capitalization is just basically noticing loopholes and making sure that you can capitalize on those loopholes and to still provide value in your own way.
And it'd be super and one thing I would relay off of that is, if you're very good at what you do, you wouldn't allow any like loopholes, I guess you would say. Correct.
You always gonna have loopholes. Nobody's perfect.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, nobody's perfect. But at the same time, yeah, I agree. Where you're so such in a perfectionist way about your craft, and knowing that you review those losses that you took throughout the week, or whether there be sales, whether it be you didn't market yourself in the way that you wanted to, you didn't hit a certain quota that you wanted. If you studying those every day, you're going to find the loopholes before they can even get to them. And I think that's what a lot of small businesses lack, is they don't review their losses on a frequent occurring basis. What they do is they wait until all the way into the year or end of the quarter, whereas if you're supposed to be obsessed with it by reviewing your daily results, reviewing your weekly results, because that's going to tell you a story and a pattern versus something that's a big chunk of time where you can't point out specific behaviors.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
What are some of the like market research tactics you use with credit repair?
The first thing I did was study credit repair companies in general. I went into Toledo, Ohio. I noticed a few people who were doing it, a couple companies that were doing it, and I basically weeded out the people who were really doing it and the people who were treating it as high hustles. Credit repair is one of those things where anybody can do it. You got to just have a certain software, have a certain letter template to send out credit dispute letters, the whole 9. But doing it in a strategic way and knowing how to properly get the results is a totally different thing. So I studied different people in the Toledo/Midwest market, and then I studied 2 or 3 mentors. One of them being Will Roundtree, the other one being I can't think of his name off the top of my Jason. I forgot his last name, man. What is his name? I'm blanking out. But Will Roundtree was basically the main one. I basically just studied what he took away from credit, what type of accounts he got, Yeah, Will Roundtree, that was my main mentor. I studied him. So I guess let's break it down like this. One, you're going to do market research, search the people who are in your field and who are succeeding in your field. Now, I will also study the people who are doing horrible in your field too. A lot of people overlook that because they want to be the best, which is obviously a great thing to do. At the same time, you want to balance out the two. You want to see what the bad is doing, so they may be doing several things that they can be doing better at, and you can implement that into your business as well. Because certainly with the great people, it's kind of hard to point out their flaws because they're doing so many things great. Secondly, what I'll do is I would put my company into a certain niche or specified niche to make sure that that's what we're going to be able to succeed in. So, for example, 3E Management Solutions is a Toledo, Ohio-based credit solutions company. Now, are there other credit solution companies in Toledo? Yes, but several of them or most of them don't offer trade line services, and if they do, the trade lines aren't permanent. Trade lines are basically lines of credit that can boost anybody with a low to medium high score. Once I found out that that was my niche where I can capitalize in my market, that opened up another opening of my business to where I was getting a lot more clients, not just for credit repair, but also for trade line services as well. And it's boosted my revenue for the year to make sure, or excuse me, boosted my revenue to heights that I didn't even think it was going to go to. So that's what I usually do for market research.
And I was gonna, one thought that came in my head was how market research can give you a really big ego.
Yeah, for sure.
And what you won't, and well, okay, this is how I believe it'll go. You get a big ego because you see people around you who are not doing the things that you think they should do, and then you do them, and then you like get a big head because you think, oh yeah, man, they're not doing this, they're not doing that, they're doing this. But then that can lead to a tunnel vision, and then you're just like, but then when the people who you thought weren't doing, who you thought weren't doing what you thought they should do, do something that's like, you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, you basically said they get lazy in their thinking process.
Yeah,
completely. That's all that is. Once you stop learning, that tunnel vision or that tunnel closes. That one tunnel that you was going for to do market research on, if you stop researching, that's the day that you stop learning. And at that point, it's gonna be somebody right by your side going, okay, I know he not displaying this tactic or displaying this type of research in his company. I know he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing, or that company is not doing what they're supposed to be doing. So while you're sitting back and relaxing, yeah, you got a big ego, yeah, you winning in the short term, but it's always a long term game if you want to build the biggest business possible. So by doing that, you need to make sure that you're doing continuously, vigorously, doing that amount of market research, because if you don't, times are changing by the second, man. You can't sit back for nothing. I don't care what it is. And that's how you see a lot of these small businesses going absent right now in the coronavirus and during this pandemic, because they're getting lazy and complacent on the times changing and how you got to adapt to them.